Hey guys, I am going to show you a trick of mine that I use to set up nuclear reactors that are 100% safe, to my knowledge anyway. I've used them for ages, never blown up on me or anything like that. This is on my creative map, obviously, because I've got everything that I've titled factory, because it has a nuclear factory, so it's pretty self-explanatory. Now, I did try to get in here, but I've forgotten the password, so I'm just going to break the door. We'll go down here. I'll show you my setup that I've got, and then I'll explain it a bit more in detail. So obviously this is one of my reactors that I've got. I've got a heat switch right here, thermostat. When it hits 2400 degrees, it triggers this sensor, which also triggers the reactor to turn off. That sensor that runs to a light, I believe, an alarm. Sorry, that's just up there, so I know that the reactor's overheating, which has never happened unless I've made it. I've got the turn on here, which is controlled from the control room, and this is the good part of it. It's auto ice injection, so it just automatically injects ice. Now this is my setup for it, and like I said, it never overheats, so you can see how many uranium cells I've got in there to how many ice. Like it's really good cooling ratio. Now I can fill all of these in about 5 minutes. I've got probably more than 5 minutes, but I think it was 2100 EU per tick per reactor, so that's 4200 EU per tick. I'll switch these on, bloody door, and then I'll show you the ice injection in action, and I believe it's this one. I haven't played this map for a while, so yeah, there we go. See, I've got my screens, they say on. Okay, now I'm putting out a bit less at the moment, 1800 or just under 1900, just because I've moved the configuration around, which obviously affects it, and you can see how much ice it does take. We'll go down in here. I will show you the ice setup, which is right here. Now obviously we have a timer which is set to 1500. We have a filter, which obviously when that ticks, pushes the filter. Energy condenser, remaking ice continuously. We've got these, I can't remember what they're called for the life of me, under here. We've got these in here. They are energy collectors, and then we have glowstone around them, obviously to give them power. Better put them on back. That's the same on both sides. I'll just show you this side. Yeah, I know there's ore and everything around everywhere. That wasn't the aim of this, was to collect ore. It was sort of just to see how I could do a reactor. There you go, and it's 1500. Yep. So everything's the same on this side. Go up, and I will show you the reactors. They're both running. I'll show you this one. Now, as you can see, it's replenishing the ice pretty quick. The uranium cells are obviously half drained as well, that's why I'm getting less power. I'll just show you these. There you go. Putting out a fair amount of power, which is enough to power any size factory. That was the start of the factory, but I didn't get around to that. Down here, which isn't the whole point of it, but I'll show you anyway, is I have the start of a setup of the power. I have computer control basically on everything, doors, everything like that, and this is the complicated part in here. So everything is controlled from this PC. I've got one there, and we can get down here, one down here. I can obviously switch between the two by command prompts on the redstone computer, which I'm not going to show you at the moment. That's not the point of this tutorial. In here, I've just got my screens and everything, you know, the hard drive and that for the redstone computer. Now I'll leave them running just to show you they don't blow up, that they're perfectly safe. We'll go back upstairs and I'll show you how to do this just up here. Alright, now, I'm not very prepared, but oh well. Obviously you want your, these things, I forget what they're called again, but you want them, put your glowstone, the more the better really, around it, so up there. Whoop. You want one on each side, but like I said, the more the better. One there, one up there, one here, one here. Okay, now you want your energy condenser. So we'll get energy condenser. I'll get rid of the light. Energy condenser. We also want a filter. Like so. Get rid of that. Filter. You want pneumatic tubing. I think it's spelled P-U-H. No. N. No. I'll just put in tubing. There we go. You want this one here. P-N-E. Get a reinforced stone. Tubing. And obviously you want a bit of ice to start off with. So, get our ice. Okay, now what you want to do here is, I forgot the timer, I'll get that in a second. Now you want to face this, I face it this way, it's just easier for me. You want to put this in and it'll start, you know, recreating. So there you go, once it fills up it'll stop by itself, so you don't need to worry about overflow or anything like that. Now the filter, which I've just done back to front, but it might still work. Now the filter, you have to put in, yeah, it's not going to work. Don't worry about that. You have to put the filter in like this, okay? So you've got this big hole on this side and that little one on that side. Otherwise it won't work. It'll go backwards. So do it like that. Put this here again with the ice. We'll just put them into. Alright, that's that. Now you want your tubing as such. Like so, we'll just put it like that, but you can have it like any direction you want and whatever, but I'm just going to put it like that for now. On this side we'll just put this like so, and we want a timer. Now you can adjust the timer settings depending on how much you need and everything like that. I just run mine at 1500 because it seems to run pretty good. So we'll just turn this to 1500, like so. Okay, now every pulse, and it's not working. Why is it not working? Ah, I know what, it's not working. Because it doesn't work like that. For some weird reason. It's not going to work like that. Like that. No. Why is it not working? I think I need a lever. So we'll just get a lever. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've done this, so trial and error. But we will get there. Lever, turn off. Turn on. It's still not working. Why is it not working? Well, that's a setup anyway. For some reason it is not working, and I know why. You need something to put the ice into. So we'll just get a chest. pretty sure it works with chests. Chest. Like so, go away, snow. There you go. That's why it wasn't working. Okay, so we'll just turn this up so it does it quicker. Now we'll just turn it up a lot. And that's too quick probably. Alright, you need a bit of ice in there as well, I believe. Now you don't want 64. The number that you put in here is the number you want it to drag out each time. So each tick. Now that's going way too fast. We'll just turn her up a little bit. Oops, up, 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 up to, that'll do. This. And it's still not working. Why are you not working? Playing games with me. There we no, that's not the hang on, is that working? Yeah, now it's working. I don't know, maybe it was just glitched or it's got to sit like that. But either way, that is how it works, and you'll see on this side now, it's filling up with ice. Now, obviously it's taking 2 per shot, so if we take 18 out of here and put it in here, we'll be asking it to take 20 per tick. Now, if you look in here, it'll go to 46. There you go, see? And it's obviously 22, so it's taking 20 per tick out of this. Now, I'm pretty sure that should still refill. No, it's losing a little bit per turn, but you know, you don't need 20 per tick anyway. I run 16 per tick, and as you've seen, mine still refills pretty good. So that is basically how it's set up. Now, obviously, you'd have your chamber, reactor chamber here. You know, your reactor set up. This would be going straight in your reactor, and yeah, that's basically it for the ice injector. And you could obviously run a switch to it, wireless redstone, to turn it on or off, and stuff like that. Okay, we'll go back down here. And in here, and as you can see, my reactors are running very cool, like 400, 450, and back down to 208. They never overheat, ever. And like I said, I can make this overheat, which I'll do to show you that it's safe anyway, even if it tries to overheat. So if we go, we want to get some, I believe I have, no I don't have it. If we go uranium, we want to grab some of this, like so. Oops, okay, now I can make this overheat quite easily just by taking out 3 bits of ice, and it'll overheat. Bang, see, 1400, a 2.4 off, and it cools itself down straight away. It cools down. Now if I go back in here, now obviously you can see the reactor is hot, but it's not going to overheat because it keeps cooling down. 3.7 to 8, it'll keep going back down, you know, like it's not a ridiculous amount. And all you've got to do is remove 2 of the uranium cells. It will then fill up with ice, so we just put that back in there, and it'll be back down to cooling temperature. And there you go, it's back down. And it is going up for some reason, but you know, that's just the configuration on the ice. So if I change them around, for example, it may keep it cooler. It's still going up, so, but you know, like, what have we got? We've got 1900, you know, so it's just a configuration, but just for this I'll just put another bit of ice in there. That'll definitely keep it cool. And there you go, it's going down, and it'll sort of sit around there, hover, and then it'll drop back down, which will be perfectly fine, just like this one, so straight back down. And I have not got a problem, and you see I've only got 7 bits of ice in here. In that configuration it'll keep it cool. What have we got on this? 1830. Obviously this configuration is all messed up because I just played around with it, but this one should be over here, you know, and yeah, and I've got 1 bit, no, I've got the right amount in here, but yeah, 7 bits of ice, the rest uranium cells. And safety cut off, so it's never going to blow up, and you can see there's a filling very quickly. So yeah, I hope this tutorial helped you guys in some sort of way as to doing your own reactor setup. As for the chambers, I forgot to mention, this is just reinforced stone and then some construction foam. Now these are 5 by 5, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. 5 by 5. The top is 3 by 3. The sides, obviously, you need to dig out to make it 6 by 6. Then fill these in, and it'll bring it back to 5 by 5. Actually, sorry, 7 by 7, not 6 by 6. Fill them in, and then you'll have your 5 by 5. And obviously, reinforced glass on the top. I don't use water over my reactors. It's pointless. As you can see, they keep them cool anyway, so it's just useless. The water just gets in the way. Yeah, so comment, subscribe for more tutorials. I will be doing another one on an obsidian generator. I'll teach you guys how to make passwords on computers, set up all that sort of stuff. Yeah, alright, thanks guys. I'll see you next time.